Artificial intelligence may have been hype, but when it comes to medicine, it already has a proven track record. So, can machine learning rise to this challenge of finding a cure for this terrible disease? There is no shortage of companies trying to solve the dilemma. Oxford based Exscientia, the first to put an artificial intelligence discovered drug into human trial, is trawling through 15,000 drugs held by the Scripps Research Institute in California, and Heals, a Cambridge company set up by Viagra co-inventor Dr. David Brown, has repurposed its artificial intelligence system developed to find drugs for rare disease. The system is divided into three parts: trawl through all the current literature relating to the disease, study the DNA and structure of the virus, consider the suitability of the virus drugs. Drug discovery has traditionally have been slow. I have been doing this for 45 years and I have got 3 drugs to market. But artificial intelligence is proving much faster. It has taken several weeks to gather all the data we need, and we have even got new information in the last few days. So we are now at critical mass. The algorithms ran over Easter and we will have output for 3 methods in the next 7 days. Heals hopes to turn that information into a list of drug candidates by May and is already in talks with labs to take those predictions into clinical trials. For those working in the field of artificial intelligence drug discovery, there are 2 options when it comes to coronavirus. Find an entirely new drug but wait a couple of years for it to be approved as safe for use. Repurpose existing drugs. But Dr. Brown said it was extremely unlikely on single drug would be the answer. And for Heals, that means detailed analysis of the 8 million possible pairs and 10.5 billion triple drug combinations stemming from the 4,000 approved drugs on the market. Professor Ara Darzi, director of the Institute of Global Health Innovation at Imperial College, told BBC News, artificial intelligence remains one of our strongest paths to achieve a perceptible solution. But there is a fundamental need for high quality, large and clean dataset. To date, much of this information has been siloed in individual companies such as Big Pharma or lost in intellectual property and old lab space with universities. Now more than ever, there is a need to unify disparate drug discovery data sources to allow artificial intelligence researchers to apply their novel machine learning techniques to generate new treatments for COVID-19 as soon as possible. In the US, a partnership between Northeastern University, Barabasi Labs, Harvard Medical School, Stanford Network Science Institute, and biotech startup Skiffle Medicine is also on the search for drugs that can quickly be repurposed as COVID-19 treatments. Normally, just getting them all to work together would take a year of paperwork, said Skiffle's chief executive Alif Saleh, but a series of Zoom calls with a group of people with unprecedented determinations to get things done, not to mention a lot of time of their hands, speeded things up. The last 3 weeks would normally take a half year. Everyone dropped everything. Already their research has yielded surprising results, including the suggestion the virus may invade brain tissues, which may explain why some people lose their sense of taste or smell. The prediction it may also attack the reproductive system of both men and women. Skiffle Medicine combines artificial intelligence with something it calls network medicine, a method that views a disease via the complex interactions among molecular components. A disease phenotype is rarely due to malfunction of one gene or protein on its own. Nature is not that simple, but the result of a cascading effect in a network of interactions between several proteins, Mr. Saleh said. Using network medicine, artificial intelligence, and a fusion of the two has led the consortium to identify 81 potential drugs that could help. Artificial intelligence can do a little better, not only looking at higher order correlations, but little bits of independent information that traditional network medicine might miss, said Professor Albert Laszlo Barabasi. But artificial intelligence would not have been worked. They needed all 3 approaches. Different tools look at different perspectives, but together are very powerful, he added. Some artificial intelligence companies already claiming to have isolated drugs that could help. Benevolent Artificial Intelligence has identified baricitinib, a drug already approved for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis as a potential treatment to prevent the virus infecting lung cells, and it has now entered a controlled trial with the US National Institute of Allergy and Infection Diseases. Meanwhile, scientists from South Korea and the US using deep learning to investigate the potential for commercially available antiviral drugs have suggested atazanavir used to treat AIDS could be a good candidate. Other companies are using artificial intelligence for other purposes, such as analyzing scans to ease the burden on radiologists and help predict which patients are most likely to need a ventilator. Chinese technology giant Alibaba, for example, announced an algorithm it says can diagnose cases within 20 seconds with 96% accuracy. But some experts warn artificial intelligence systems are likely to have been trained on data about advanced infections, making them less effective at detecting early signs of the virus. There needed to be a global effort from policymakers to persuade the big pharmaceutical companies to join forces with smaller drug data stores, academics, and research charities to pool data resources. Professor Darzi said, "The time has never been more important for drug discovery data to open up its secrets for artificial intelligence to help in the battle against COVID-19.